Hey everybody, welcome to Guns, Bikes, and Brews. And today I want to know what's in your pocket. So today on Guns, Bikes, and Brews, we start a new EDC series called What's in Your Pocket. It's going to be reoccurring as the seasons change, as things get new, as I find new interesting things. I'm going to come back to you and update you with different things that I like to carry on a daily basis. Couple points I want to make right off the bat. I do live in New Jersey and I work in NYC, so probably the most essential EDC item you do not see here is a firearm. Unfortunately, it is probably a concealed carry permit in New York and New Jersey is probably one of the most difficult things to get. So I promise I'll follow up with a video with if I could have it in my pocket, what I would put in my pocket. But for now, we're going to go with items that you can legally carry in New York, in New Jersey. One other item that I wanted to point out is I do commute every day to work, so I do take the train. So I often have a messenger bag, a backpack, some sort of man purse. So these are all things, I mean, this would be excessive for me to fit in my pocket. But with having a bag, it definitely helps out. So the first thing I want to get to is I always wear an automatic watch. Nothing fancy, nothing digital, not a smartwatch. This is a Bell & Ross. It is a BR0392. It's a 42 millimeter stainless steel, automatic, so you don't need a battery. Shake it when so you don't have to worry about you ever get stuck somewhere and not know what time it is. Definitely Bell & Ross, a great watch to wear. I recommend it. Stainless steel with a rubber strap. Can't go wrong with that. Looks great. Great watch to have, nice and big for people like me who have big wrists. So that's your Bell & Ross BR0392. I also want to mention I am not sponsored by any of these companies. These are items that I personally use and I personally paid for. So if anyone wants to sponsor me, come hit me up. Otherwise, this is just stuff that I find and I just want to give you guys, how I feel about it. I like using some stuff. Just my personal opinion. So the other big thing that's always in everyone's pocket is some sort of mobile phone. I use my iPhone to record the videos. So right now you basically have my leather case and the card carrying case. I thought this was going to be awesome and I thought this was going to be a game changer. But honestly, I find it really hard to get the cards out. I also find if you have more than 3 cards in here, it's not that good. It's not that good and you can't really get like cards and cash in there. My other thing that I really don't like about this is it's magnetic and it magnetizes to the back of the phone, and I'm just not 100% sure on how good that magnet's going to hold. Coming in and out of your pocket, it makes me a little nervous that it's going to rip off. So that's just my 2 cents on the Apple the case. I always love an Apple case. I think they do a good job. I've never had any major damage with an Apple case on it, but this card holder, not a thing that I'm 100% sold on. Because of that, I do use a money clip. I'm going to show you a couple different ones that I've used in the past. This is a brand new one that I just found. This is one from Gerber. And the cool thing about this one is it's got this little ring here. Push it down, pull it out, and it's got this teeny tiny little knife that you can use if you need it for self-defense or to cut open boxes. It's probably more like it with a knife this size. It didn't come very sharp, and I haven't had time to get it sharpened by my bladesmith just yet. The other thing that I did want to talk to you about is that if you have more than, I would like to say 10 bills in it, it bogs down on this little button here that you have to press in order to get the knife out. So more than 10 bills, and you do have some issues getting that knife out. Some other good ones. This is just really cheap carbon fiber. I think I got it for $10 on Amazon. You put as much money as you want in there, as many bills as you can fit in there until that thing snaps. Never had an issue with that. Another product that I'd like to show you is this is from Savoy Leathers. This has a money clip, and then it also has that pouch. Again, I don't love when they have these kind of stuffable pouches. They always seem to me that they you can't really get them in, and you're always kind of fussing around trying to get them in and out. So again, not my favorite. I really like, I've been trying this new Gerber one out, so we'll see how that works out. If not, I'm gonna go back to my, my trusty old, just plain old money clip. With the iPhone, the one accessory that I definitely think is a must, besides obviously a charger, is the AirPods. I've got the old ones, not the new HDs or pluses or whatever they call them. But so I've been using these since they came out. I think they're great. You don't have to worry about the cords and getting kind of hooked onto things. They work a lot better than I expected them to do, and I'm not sure that I'd ever go back to a wired set of headphones. So moving on, always like to carry a knife, obviously to cut things open. If you do need it for personal defense, I mean, it is what it is. But I carry it's a Benchmade. It is a Griptilian. It's got a black blade. It's a serrated Tango. The grips are they're just a nylon grip, and they're in an FDE color. One of my favorite knives. One that I carry every day. Benchmade's a great company. They've got a really good lifetime warranty on it. I think it's limited, so it doesn't cover the entire knife, but bits and pieces of it. Also, I think pretty much anywhere, if you send it to them, they will sharpen your blade. I know I've been at outdoor shows where they've been at, and they've sharpened the blade for me. One other knife that I think is really cool, I don't carry it, but it's a crazy cool looking knife. I don't know what it is. I guess maybe it's like a sheep's foot with a little drop point on it. I got this from Iraq Veteran 8888. It came in one of their man cans. And this is like one of the coolest knives. It's a D2 steel, so you do have to oil it up a bit so that it doesn't get rusted on you. But it's such a cool knife. You know, a little bit on the heavier side to carry, but if you have it around the house, it's a good knife to have and a good knife to use. So as I mentioned, I do a lot of commuting and on the train, and one of the things that I like to make sure that I have, being, you know, this is Guns, Bikes, and Brews, is a bottle opener. Now this is a pretty new product that just came out, and it came out from Hevel Supply Company. It's called their Arc Multi-Tool. It's in their stonewash finish. What it is basically, it's an aluminum bottle opener. And if you take a look at it, it's kind of got this really nice space for you to put your fingers. It's got a little bit of this isn't a sharp point, it's a wedge point for you to use as a pry. And it works great to open bottles, maybe if you needed it for something else, if you know what I mean. But this is a cool product, just came out a few weeks ago. Check them out. I will put links to all the videos of links to all the websites of all these products down in the description below, so go check that out in the description below. But again, this is the Hevel Arc Multi-Tool. So again, very cool. It is aluminum, so I'm not sure how much pry you're going to get out of it. I just got this a couple weeks ago. Haven't had too much time to test it, but I will let you know as we go on how it works out. Another bottle opener that I used to carry. This is from the line of trade, and it's actually came in a bespoke box. So you know, bespoke.com, they put together these great boxes. Once a month you pick them out. Again, I'm not sponsored by them, but they do come with cool stuff. This thing is heavy as heck. I'm not sure if it's aluminum, but it is definitely a heavy bottle opener. Works great getting bottles open. And last, but this is probably my favorite of all of them, is this is another Benchmade product. This is the Benchmade 602 Tango tool. It's a design collaboration with Jared Oser. He's made another knife for them, which is kind of the same thing. But what it is it has a bottle opener here, has your little bit of a pry tool, and then if you swing it open, you see it's got this mini Tango blade. These come super sharp. Again, Benchmade, awesome quality product. Great, something I'm going to start carrying. This kind of takes the place of, you know, bottle opener, knife, all in one. Good double action, you know, 2-in-1, 3-in-1 purpose. So if you're drinking beer and it's just not enough for you, and you wanna go something a little bit harder, here is this awesome new flask that Jeremy Sears just released. For those of you who know Jeremy Sears or don't know Jeremy Sears, he is a YouTube personality. Pretty much does videos all the time. He's got a channel and it's called Jeremy Sears and Jeremy Sears After Dark. But what it's known for is like man shit. It's like, you know, he does man shit. He smokes cigars. He gives reviews on cigars. He gives reviews on whiskeys and scotches and bourbons. So he just released this. He makes these really cool. One of the things that he does is he releases these very cool kind of just great products. So this is a glass flask, as you can see, in a leather case. That's his logo there. The guy smoking the cigar. He's got this giant cigar. They call him Father. He's got this giant beard. They call him Father Time. And it has this great brass cap. And his catchphrase is patina, 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 because he knows eventually that brass cap is gonna patina. So if the whiskey or the beer is a little bit too much for you and you're just kind of running around, two things that we always have is our aluminum bottles. Or this one's actually a stainless steel bottle, and this is an aluminum bottle. This one's by Clean Canteen. This is stainless steel. This is insulated. This is good for your coffee. Keep your coffee cold. Keep your coffee hot unless you have iced coffee. Keep your coffee cold. And then this is just an aluminum one that is they have a anodized paint finish. This one is by Liberty Bottle Works, and this is actually their they made this in collaboration with Sig Sauer, so you could order this one over at Sig's website. So two different bottles, coffee, water, or vice versa, however you want to carry them. But two great products for carrying beverages. Another really good Benchmade product that I like to have is a pen. It's great for writing. Feels really good. Again, it's Benchmade. It's made out of aluminum, so it's a pretty heavy duty pen. For those of you who have any martial arts training, you know that this can be used for kind of a tool to apply pressure. I won't get too much into that, but for those of you who do have any training, you do know how you can use a pen in the event that you don't have anything else to defend yourself with. To go along with that, a good journaling notebook. Always good to take some notes down. I like having a notebook better than doing it on an iPad. I do like the iPhone 12 Plus is pretty huge. So you can see this is almost the same size. So anything digital I do, I'll use on my iPhone. But anything that I just need to jot a quick note down, a quick date, a quick measurement, I usually do on a journaling notebook. Along with that, always a good flashlight. This is Surefire. This is one of their combat flashlights. It is the G27 or GZX, I believe is the model number. This is made up if you were carrying a firearm, but I also find that it's just a good flashlight. It's 600 lumens, so it's not super bright. It's not super big. Throw this right in my bag. When I'm at work, I use it a lot of times if I'm going into a building that doesn't have any power or a room that doesn't have any lights in it. Gets good, open up. If you're somewhere sketchy and you need a flashlight, great to have. 600 lumens, if you hit somebody in the eyes with 600 lumens, it is going to kind of definitely blur their vision for at least a second. So to, buy you a little bit of time. So that is definitely something that I would carry on a daily basis. If you have the bag, if you put it in your pocket, it's definitely pocketable. But yep, good sturdy flashlight. Driving out on the road, good pair of sunglasses. These are good. I like these because they really do kind of give you full face coverage. If you are riding a motorcycle, keeps a lot of the dirt and the grime if you don't have a full face mask on. So these are good. These are Oakley's, and they're Holbrook XLs. I also like these, or if you're not a fan of Oakley, these are Ray-Bans, and they are very similar in style, and these are the Ray-Ban Justins. So Ray-Ban Justins are the Oakley's, two very similar style where they kind of give you that full face coverage. Couple challenge coins. So if any of you guys have friends that are in the military, or if you're in the military, you can't go anywhere without a challenge coin. This one's from Pipe Hitters Union, and this is more of your civilian challenge coin. This one is from the USMCs. This I received when a friend of mine graduated officer candidate school down in Quantico, Virginia. So for those of you who have friends who are in the military, you don't want to get left out of the game when somebody does a coin challenge. So challenge coins are always something you got to have in your pocket. I've got a bandana here. Like to keep a bandana on me, something to wipe myself with, something cloth, something that's a little bit more sturdy than just tissues. This is good riding the bike. If you spill gas on the gas tank, wipe it off right away. Get any oil or grease on you. Really something good to just wipe it up, something sturdy. This particular one is from Asbury Park Brewery, so shout out to local breweries. That's down in South Jersey. Check those guys out. They're making some amazing beers. Speaking of beers, I've got some beer tokens. I don't know if you can see those. They're pretty cool. One is from Icarus, and the other one is from River Horse. So again, another shout out to New Jersey breweries. Get yourself some beers when we finally open back up, which I'm hoping is this week. Get back down to those breweries and get a couple beers in you. All right, so another great item that I wanted to bring up is a keychain, and this keychain is a valet keychain. Now, I've been told the story, and I don't know how true it is. I don't know if it's an urban legend or not. But what I've been told is that you want to always use a valet keychain, because if you go out to dinner, you just give the valet folks your car key. They do not have your house keys. And again, I think the urban legend goes that people were going to dinner. They're handing over their full sets of keys to these valets. These valets would punch it into their GPS or look on their insurance or registration cards, see where they lived, go to their house, rob them while they're at dinner. They know how long you're going to be out to dinner. So they use your keys. They get in, come back. All of a sudden you're coming home from dinner and your house has been robbed. So you can at least eliminate part of that problem with the valet. Splits it up. They just get your car key and your house keys or whatever. If you have like one of those big giant rolls of keys, stays with you. But anyway, this is a great item to have. Really good accessory. Same thing if you are valeting, so you're not carrying a ton of keys, you're just carrying your house key and your car key. Always want to carry some type of carabiner on us. This will help you if you have a backpack and you want to clip your shoes to them, if you want to clip one of these canteens to them. Really makes a good way to hang things off your bag. Again, if you have your shoes, you clip your shoes very easily if they get wet or whatever. But always a nice sturdy carabiner. This one does support weight. I always like to make sure that it supports a bit of weight in the event you do need to use it for some other purposes. But yeah, I always like to get a carabiner that will support at least 500 pounds. I think is the minimum that they start at, and then they go up from there. That's a nice carabiner. As a motorcycle rider, this is, I'd have to say it's pretty important, but some sort of lip balm. This one's vanilla bean. Try not to get one that's the red cherry. I know I love the red cherry growing up as a kid, but the red cherry really gets, makes your lips look really red and funny. So, if you're out on a bike, I think you should be riding with maybe either the plain one or the vanilla bean. This one tastes great, so not too serious, but you won't have big red clown lips. Besides chapstick, one of the things that I found myself carrying with me, and I find them all over the place, is poop bags. This I got from my dog trainer, Kathy Santos in Waldwick, New Jersey. She gives these away, but I have 3 dogs now. I have 2 dogs that are my own, and I also picked up a dog over COVID that I am fostering for a friend of mine. So poop bags everywhere. You're walking your dog, make sure you pick up their poop. And I have 2 last items. They're the controversial items, but I'm going to put them on there anyway. Number 1 is hand sanitizer. Make sure if you're using hand sanitizer, it is at least 60% alcohol. Now, I've carried hand sanitizer on me for long before COVID. I ride Jersey Transit, and I get on the PATH train, and then I'm also on subways all day in Manhattan, and those things are gross. If you ever see some of the folks that are hanging on to those poles in there, you want to give yourself a good squirt of hand sanitizer from time to time. So not a bad thing. Also, if you live in the suburbs and you're in the mall, you know, touching certain things, you really want to make sure your hands are clean. And, you know, with COVID, it's definitely a necessity. And that leaves us to one last product, and that is your mask. I know it's a controversial thing, but, I mean, Asians have been using this for a long time. You know, the Japanese, whenever somebody gets a cold, they wear a mask. More of a protection for the people around you than you, so it's just not being selfish. And again, COVID be damned. I think masks are going to be around for a while. This guy is from Duluth. It is reversible. It is super thick. So I do want to warn you if you do have some hesitancies with wearing heavier masks, because it's not the easiest to breathe through. But this is just really great quality mask from Duluth Trading. So that's it. So really, guys, that's it. Let me know if I missed anything that you guys carry on you, any essentials. Anything you think we should try out, anything you guys are really using or think are great. I told you I'll do a firearms one somewhere down the road, so you guys get to see the guns. If I had the opportunity to carry, what I would carry and why I would carry it. Probably not the same reasons you think, but anyway, we'll definitely get down to that video. So stay tuned for my next video. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell to get the latest updates. You can check me out at GunsBikesandBrews.com. Follow me at GunsBikesandBrews on Instagram, Untappd at DieselBoy973. So until next time, shoot, ride, and satisfy. Cheers.